What if I told you there's an invisible ceiling holding you back from becoming the best version of yourself? That even when things are going well, something inside you hits the brakes. As if there's a hidden mechanism afraid of true success, love, joy, and abundance. If you ever feel like something is stopping you, even though you have the talent, the skills, and the opportunities, then this video is for you. Because The Big Leap isn't just another self-help book. It's a call to step into the next level of your life. Gay Hendricks, a psychologist and personal development teacher, reveals that most of us live below our true potential, not because we can't go further, but because we're afraid of what might happen if we actually could. He introduces us to the idea of the upper limit, the mental barrier we unconsciously create when life starts going too well. And he shows us how to take the big leap, to leave behind the zone of comfort and live in the zone of genius, where joy, creativity, and success flow naturally. But how do we actually make that leap? How do we recognize our own limits? And most importantly, how can we overcome them without sabotaging ourselves? In today's video, we'll explore the most powerful ideas from The Big Leap, starting with the foundation. What exactly is the zone of genius? And why is it so hard to reach and stay there? And this is where the real challenge begins. Gay Hendricks invites us to discover our own zone of genius. The place where we're not just good at something, but where we express the most authentic and creative version of ourselves. Think of it like this. There are 4 zones in which a person can operate. The first is the zone of incompetence. We're doing things we don't know how to do or aren't good at. The second is the zone of competence. We can do the tasks, but they don't make us stand out. The third is the zone of excellence. We're really good at what we do. And many people get stuck here because it's comfortable and well rewarded. But the top level is the fourth, the zone of genius. This is where you do something that only you can do in your unique way. It doesn't drain you, it energizes you. It's not just work or obligation, it's a calling. The problem? Most people stay in the zone of excellence because it feels safe, recognized, and praised by others. But the longer we stay there, the more something inside us begins to fade. Hendricks dares us to ask, what if you spent more time doing what you truly love and do unlike anyone else? And now that we understand what the zone of genius is, it's time to ask, what's keeping us from living there? Because even when we know what's calling us, something inside still holds us back. You've probably experienced it. Things are going well, your work is flowing, your relationships feel strong, your mood is high. And then suddenly, out of nowhere, something goes wrong. You pick a fight, make a careless mistake, or wake up feeling inexplicably heavy. Gay Hendricks calls this the upper limit problem. It's an inner mechanism that prevents us from tolerating too much goodness in our lives. Whenever we get close to more success, love, or joy than we're used to, our subconscious steps in and creates a problem, just to bring us back to what feels familiar. It's like we all have an internal thermostat for happiness. If it gets too high, the system kicks on the air conditioning and cools things down. In other words, we unconsciously bring ourselves back to the level of comfort we're used to. How does the upper limit show up in real life? Through self-sabotage, when things are going well. Through irrational guilt, fear, or anxiety. Through arguments, accidents, or health issues that we unconsciously create. Hendricks urges us to notice these patterns, not to fight them, but to recognize them and move beyond them with awareness, to learn how to tolerate lasting happiness and not panic when life gets better than we're used to. Because the first step to staying in your zone of genius is to stop running away from it every time you get close. Have you ever considered that what's stopping you isn't your circumstances or the people around you, but a deeply rooted belief you've never even questioned? According to Gay Hendricks, Most people carry false core beliefs that were formed in childhood and continue to shape their lives without them realizing it. He describes 4 major ones. 1. There's something wrong with me. If I believe I'm fundamentally flawed, I won't allow myself to fully experience love, joy, or success. 2. My success hurts others. If I subconsciously feel guilty that moving forward means leaving loved ones behind, I'll hold myself back. 3. Shining is dangerous. Some of us were taught that standing out leads to criticism, rejection, or abandonment. 4. I must not outshine my parents. A hidden loyalty that keeps us from surpassing them, out of love, guilt, or fear. These beliefs are like invisible chains. You could be living with them for years and never know they're there. If we want to make the big leap, we must first free ourselves from these beliefs. Because as long as you believe you don't deserve something, you'll never fully let it into your life. In the next section, we'll explore what it takes to truly allow joy, success, and abundance into your life, and stop pushing them away the moment they appear. It may sound strange, but this is one of the deepest questions in the book. Can we truly handle sustained happiness? Or have we been conditioned to believe that joy only comes in small doses, and that something will always come along to ruin it? Gay Hendricks suggests that many people aren't afraid of failure. They're afraid of a life that's going too well. Deep inside, there's a voice whispering, "This can't last. Something bad is bound to happen." That fear creates a pattern. As soon as life begins to flow, success, love, health, the internal alarm goes off and we end up sabotaging it. Not because we want to, but because we can't yet tolerate that much goodness. Hendricks challenges us to develop something radical, the courage to feel good continuously, not by forcing a fake smile, but by truly allowing ourselves to live in fullness without guilt. One simple practice he recommends: when you notice joy or success in your life, pause and see if there's a fear or inner voice that says, "Don't enjoy this too much." Instead of suppressing it, just acknowledge it. Then consciously choose to stay in the feeling of joy. Because only when we learn to feel good, without chasing drama or tension, can we finally live in the zone of genius with consistency. Now that we've explored the zone of genius, the upper limit, and the fears and beliefs that hold us back, it's time for the most essential step, the decision to stay there. Gay Hendricks says that the big leap isn't just about changing how you think, it's about making a commitment, a decision you make within yourself. From this day forward, I choose to live and create from my zone of genius. That means saying no to opportunities that keep you stuck in mediocrity, saying yes to things that excite you, even if they scare you, trusting that who you are is enough. Hendricks emphasizes that the zone of genius isn't something mystical or unreachable. It's a daily practice, a conscious intention to live with more presence, joy, and creativity. You can start with one simple question each morning. What's one thing I can do today that's in my zone of genius? That small shift can lead to massive change. Because in the end, it's not about talent or luck. It's about the courage to live authentically and allow your life to shine. So the real question is, are you ready to take the big leap? If you stayed until the end of this video, thank you, truly. The fact that you took the time to listen to these ideas means that something inside you is ready to make its own big leap. We're still at the beginning of this journey. This channel is growing day by day, and every comment, every like, every subscribe is a small reward for us. A reminder that what we're doing matters. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more content like this, your like and subscription give us the strength to keep going. And please, Share your thoughts in the comments. What's been holding you back? What do you believe is your own zone of genius? I'd love to hear your story. Until next time, remember this. There's something unique inside you, and your life begins to change the moment you dare to believe in it.